Hello everyone. Now we will see when the case is resultant of coplanar concurrent forces is given, how to find out the resultant in that case. Now I want to give brief information about these type of forces. Now in the previous topic I have told you in the parallelogram theorem, if the two forces are there like this at any angle, the angle theta or any angle is there. Now we find out the resultant very easily of these two forces P and Q. Very easily we get it. How? By applying the parallelogram theorem. But now the case is different. What is that? A number of concurrent forces, coplanar concurrent forces. Let's say this is the point. A number of concurrent forces. This is the case. A number of forces are acting, right? Now in this case every force will have a different component, every two forces will give different resultant. So in this case, how to find out the resultant, as angle will be different in all. So we will discuss here in this topic how to find out the resultant in such given problem. Now we will see. Now there is a procedure to calculate this. Now what is the procedure? Step by step I'll discuss that. Now first step is there, that find the component of each force. First I will read out the steps, then I will show you in the diagram how we will do or how we apply these steps in actual problem. Find the component of each force in the system in two mutually perpendicular x and y direction. Means if a number of forces are given, so for all the forces we have to find out its component. For every force we find out the component in mutual perpendicular direction, means x and y direction components. Now the second step is that make algebraic addition of components in each direction to get two components, summation of fx, summation of fy. Means when a number of forces are there, we resolve all the forces in x direction and y direction, we find out the summation of fx in x direction, and same summation means sum of all the forces in x direction and sum of all the forces in y direction. So we find out these two things in second step. Now come to the third step. Now third step says that obtain the resultant both in magnitude and direction by combining the two components of forces like summation of fx and summation of fy, which are mutually perpendicular, and the resultant of these. Means when we find out the summation of all the forces in x direction and y direction, now the resultant of all these will be equal to under root of summation of fx square plus summation of fy square. This will be the resultant, and the direction will be calculated in this way, and the inclination theta is with x-axis, the same like we discussed it in parallelogram theorem. So if this is fx, this is fy, the two components of this resultant force are, and the angle is theta between fx and r. So due to that we say theta, tan theta is equal to summation of fy divided by summation of fx, right? So we take an example. Let's say this is the case. Now it will be more clear. Now this is which type of force? It is coplanar concurrent force. Now there are few forces like P1, P2, P3 and P4, right? And these are the axes. We can say this is x and y direction. P1 force make an angle alpha 1 with x-axis. P2 make an angle alpha 2 with x-axis. P3 make an angle alpha 3 with x-axis. P4 make an angle alpha 4 with x-axis. Now in such case, what will be the resultant? Now we follow the same steps as I have discussed. First resolve the components in xy direction, then add to find out the summation of fx and fy. Then we apply the resultant and direction formula. Now let's see how we calculate. First of all, we find out all the component in x direction and summation of that, means summation of fx. What will be that? P1. This is P1 cos alpha. It will be the x direction component. P1 cos alpha, P2 cos alpha, P3 cos alpha 2. Angle is changing in all. So P3 cos alpha 3, P4 cos alpha 4. Right? So this means in all the forces we are taking x direction component, and for summation of Fy we are taking y direction component, p1 sin alpha 1, p2 sin alpha 2, p3 sin alpha 3, p4 sin alpha 4. So we take y direction component. In this way we will get the value of summation of fx, summation of fy. Now after that, what we do in numerical problem, we will put these values directly in this equation. We will get the resultant, and we will use the same value of summation of fx and fy. We will get the direction. So in case of coplanar concurrent force, this is the way how we find out the solution, how we find out the resultant and direction using these three steps. Thank you.